Yo, what up guys, welcome to a quick video where we're going to quickly cover the stuff that was released about the new Rex Matriarch yesterday. I didn't cover this last night because I dropped the video on how to prepare for this boss. So if you haven't seen that and you are wanting to get ready for this and make a bit of money on release and try it out, then I'll link that in the description. You can go and check that out as well. But the new boss is coming out on, I want to say Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday because it's a bank holiday on Monday in the UK. So we're going to go through this post and see what's going on. And also this post will be linked here. And then you can find this here, which has the trailer and the JMods talking about it and stuff. But we also have a new ring coming to the game, which is pretty awesome. So it says, new boss, Osseous. Help out in the pursuit of archaeology enlightenment to learn a little more about Anachronia. Take on the new mid-level boss encounter featuring a skeletal matriarch, Osseous. Get your hands on a new necromancy combat ring that synergizes with your necrosis abilities, which is the kind of the reason I wanted to cover this, because it's pretty awesome. Welcome to Jurassic Park, it says. I don't know if you can take that quote there, Jagex. I mean, I'm sure they can, but still. The Rex Matriarchs were a triple threat of dangerous dinosaur dames that challenge you to branch out across each of the combat styles. Now you will need to flex those necromancy skills, as some bumbling archaeologists have unearthed the best kept secret on Anachronia. Awesome. Osseous, the tyrannical terror, the skeletal sovereign, the most dangerous pile of bones on this side of Catherby. You get the picture. Complete a short quest and trek through the Rex Matriarch's lair into the bone-laden ossuary, where you may have unwittingly or wittingly helped bring forth the fourth Rex Matriarch. So there is going to be a quest requirement to do this. It is a short quest, it says, so that's not a big deal. I think this is Jagex's new thing that they're going to do. I'm pretty sure every boss release now is going to have a short quest attached to it, because it seems to boost engagement from what we've heard. I believe, I can't remember exactly which JMod it was, but one of them had an interview with the RS guy, and on the interview he was saying how Raziel and Hermod was one of the most like engaged bosses because of the quest. But again, it may be that they're just testing this and not necessarily, you know, saying, that's actually how it works, because Raziel was the first one they kind of got the information on, and then from there on, like, they've done a quest ever since. Like Vorkath had a quest, this one has a quest, and then we know there's gonna be a quest for the dungeon coming up as well. So they're testing all these bosses out with quests, and then I guess we'll just see if it actually carries on or not. But either way, if it's a short quest, it's not a big deal. Bones Smones, I'm a master necromancer. Your mastery over the undead will be needed to combat Osseous. As like the previous matriarch, she is highly resistant to all damage except necromantic types. Better bring along the undead gang to help face this foe, or even bring some friends. Okay, so you can do it in a group. Oh wait, I think, can you do all of them in a group if you're in a public place? Possibly. Osseous will challenge you with a variety of attacks, from throwing ranged projectiles to smashing you with its tail, and even summoning minions to chomp on your ankles. You will need to use your abilities and movement to control the battlefield and strike down your foe. For the seasoned boss hunter, Osseous will pose more of a challenge than the other matriarchs, but remains more approachable than the biggest late game bosses. This boss is hoping to teach more mechanical combat skills around dealing with priority enemies, using your damage at the correct times, and evading dangerous attacks. So they've basically built this in mind with helping to teach people and bridge that gap between like early combat and early bossing to end game bossing, which is great. The game needs so much more of this. Not even just like, oh, we've got one of them. We need more of this too. Like this is a big deal. It helps us get into this, because a lot of players, most players, the majority, don't actually do end game bossing. Like the big bosses that you always see around content creation, because everyone's doing Zamorak, everyone's doing like Telos, everyone's doing like, you know, the really high level bosses like Vorkath and all that sort of stuff. Most people aren't doing that. They're not. They're just not. It's not how it works. So having bridges like this and having little bits that like can teach and focus on that sort of thing is super important for the game. And of course, the better people start getting into PVM, the more boss releases we could probably expect in the future as well. So this is awesome. Rewards, this is the kind of bit I was interested in. Osseous will be following in the footsteps of the previous matriarchs, will also come with her own unique collection log separate from others. This log will include a brand new necromancy combat ring that will enhance your ability to gain necrosis stacks. So we just got a new ring from a quest for necromancy that every time you attacked, you had a chance to get a new soul. and the soul would go on your thing, and it would, you know, you would have a chance to increase the soul stacks that you have. This one has a chance to increase your necrosis stacks by 2 or 10%. So 1 every 10 abilities, I think. It has necromancy attacks. I assume this is going to work the exact same way that the ring works in terms of damage. So things like your death skulls, or like the rest, like all the hits on your death skulls doesn't count. Bloat doesn't count, I'm going to assume, but everything else should. Obviously, skeleton won't count as well, but like all the other abilities will. So 1 in 10 abilities, you're going to be getting an extra 2 necrosis stacks. I don't know if this is going to be best in slot. Will it? It could be, but I don't know. Hopefully, one day maybe we combine this with the other one, and then you kind of like have a chance of getting more necrosis and more soul stacks. But right now, I don't know if this is going to outdo like a Reaver's Ring when your accuracy is really high, because 1 in 10 is not going to be like a huge deal when burst damage is kind of how the way the game goes. Maybe with the new bosses, this would be better, but like burst damage is kind of everything right now. And so relying on a 1 in 10 chance to get that extra bit of necrosis stacks probably isn't that big of a deal. At least, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. I'm sure we'll test it out, of course, when we get it, and then see how it actually goes. But 10% maybe is a little too small. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think. The theory behind this, I'm super interested, because I could be way off. Maybe this is like, holy shit, Ennett, you're so wrong. This is crazy. This is going to be really good. This is going to be so strong. Let me know. I think it's going to be pretty like, okay, 10%, not a big deal. So like it's like 1 basic attack while you're in living death, you know. So anyway, a new boss pep. We've got a new, it's pretty much just the boss, but scaled down, which is pretty awesome. Like it's a nice boss pet for sure. The new title for completing the log called the Skeletal, and a spicy little extra. You can find jail cell keys, which can be used to free up to 3 different baby dino pets. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Also, these new rewards, all the standard drops in the original Rex Matrix will drop as well. Cool. Nice. History of the update. The 3 original Rex Matrix were released back in 2021. With intention to make a trio of bosses that were more challenging with Dragon of Kings. And it's not new that they were planning on doing a 4th. Yeah, I mean, if you looked at the back bit, I think people said this straight away. They're like, oh, there's a zone at the back. What could this be? And I mean, these were released before necromancy even spoke about. So if we were like super looking at it, we could have been like, oh, there's gonna be an undead dino boss maybe or something. But either way, it makes total sense. But yeah, there you go. It's really cool. I like it. I'm excited to try out this. Any new like additions to the game is really cool. Obviously all the other Rex Matriarchs kind of add best in slot rings to the game. I don't know if this one's gonna be best in slot. We'll have to see. But the boss fight for a couple of days for myself will be pretty fun. And then obviously it's a great addition to the game for like anyone in the future that's going to be doing like mid-level content. And the only downside to adding mid content like this is the high level players. If this boss is valuable, like if it's worth killing this boss for money, the high level players will go and milk it. Let's be honest, if this boss is good money, I will come and milk the shit out of this boss until it's not. It's just how it works. It's a bit sad whether they did something like that to limit it or not. I don't know what they can do, but either way, hopefully this is good for mid-level players for like always. That'd be awesome. But let me know what you think in the comments, and other than that, I'll catch you all in the next one. See you later, guys. Bye.